tavern is a Western-style tavern, and it's like, it's got the swinging doors, the porch with the balcony on the second floor. It's just very saloonish, but you suppose that's the aesthetic that it's going for. This tavern is known as the Glowing Beast, and it's a stop point for a lot of adventurers on their way back from quests. I want everybody to make me a perception check real quick.
I was not prepared for an immediate dive.
Nor was I.
God, my group is unprepared. Whatever will you do when we get into the combat section of this quest?
Perception?
Yes.
That is shit, 8.
Bulldozer. Over at the front of the bar, you notice 2 paladins. They seem to be having a conversation, and the elf who is running the bar seems to be listening in every now and then, cleaning glasses. Dart, you notice over in the far corner a Goliath and a human monk. The human monk is well into his drinks, and he's looking like he's had far too many already. The barbarian, however, just seems confused because the human is talking a lot, and it's seeming to start to annoy him. Sky, you notice over in the far east side of the tavern, a familiar and very famous face. You notice no other than Volo himself. He seems to be talking to a bunch of the people at a table right now. So Neshgat, what do you do?
I don't know who any of these characters are.
That's kind of the point.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. You have no clue what we're doing. Do y'all have any ideas what y'all gonna do?
We need to get a
How do we know his name is Volo if we've never met him before?
Because
you would know. I want you to roll me a frickin' history check with advantage right now, Kill. So roll it twice and take the biggest number.
Volo is not someone that you would have need to met there.
22. You would have heard of the famous bard Volo, who wrote Volo's Guide to Monsters. Basically, the guide that helps every adventurer know their most dangerous from least dangerous monsters in the universe. This is how D&D is played. If you have a question, ask your DM. I'll tell you what you need to roll, and then based on your roll, I will tell you what you know as a character. Anyway, he seems to be chatting up some people at a table right now, making his rounds, just doing his own. So, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna make my way over to the human and the barbarian.
All right. Dart, what's your character's name again?
Yami.
Yami, you make your way over to the southwest corner of this tavern, and this human is just like downing ale, and this barbarian's just listening to him talk. Well, anyway, I have 10 ex-wives. I'm sure you don't want to know anymore. The barbarian seems to be getting annoyed. Why stop talk? Bear of no care. So yeah, at this, the human just like reels back a bit and goes, You'll know, if you drank a little vodka, it might help you. You seem kind of angry. That point, bear of mad, bear of barbarian.
Sometimes people don't understand the more strong, obsessed.
Yeah,
to enjoy the drink.
You can drink with Nikolai, yes? You can drink with me. Have drink, yes.
Of course, I wouldn't mind drinking with you, as long as you're paying.
He's gonna look at the barbarian. The barbarian's just gonna sneer at him angrily. About that, yes, I may have existing tab and bar. They don't know. Don't tell them. I want you to roll me an insight check right now. What did you roll?
21!
You know that Nikolai is fibbing out of his ass. The tavern is extremely well aware he owes them money.
Okay.
And he's just going to shrink into his seat a little more.
I'm just gonna hold up like a hand in the coin side. Of course, I wouldn't mind not telling them at all.
Oh,
but
you do that for Nikolai. Yes, you new friend.
For a drink. And you tell me what it is exactly you were talking about earlier. It seemed quite interesting.
You mean about my 10 ex-wives?
Looks at the barbarian.
The barbarian's just like giving the no. Don't do it. Don't get him started, look. Oh, yes, there was the skinny one. The fat one,
No,
the tall one.
no. It's more, I heard a rumor lately of
A rumor.
a new land.
Okay, a new land of interest. What say, do you know the name of this place?
Well, you were the one that was talking about it, weren't you?
I was I? Oh, you mean Barovia? Yes, legend has it is very cursed place. That's all he knows. It's a very cursed place. Barbarian's gonna scratch his head. How say funny word? I want you to roll me another insight check. I'll get to you in a
10.
minute. Oh, I know.
10.
10? It doesn't take much to tell that the barbarian isn't that smart. All right, while we move that, I'm gonna shift over to Kill. Kill, what are you doing? You notice these two paladins over at the front of the bar.
I want to listen in on their conversation.
All right, so you're gonna move closer?
Yeah, just to the front of the bar and maybe take
The
a
half
seat there.
elf. There's a half elf. As you get closer, you notice it's a half elf paladin with blonde hair and a human with brown hair. Now, Sevnar, you can't just simply go around killing every devil and cult. You have to have some jurisdiction. You have to have some backing behind it all. The half elf paladin's gonna wave him away and be like, "No, they're a bunch of cretins and they need to be exterminated." The human's just gonna facepalm at this point. He's like, what did they even teach you in Elkwood?
I'll be
What are
right
you
back
gonna
while
do?
this is happening.
You're gonna move back?
I guess I'll sit down at the bar and try to, can
All
I
right.
continue to listen to them? Or is it like...
You can.
Yes, I want to do that.
Which side are you sitting on, the left or the right? There's a chair beside. There's two chairs off to the side of each of them. They're seeming to sit in the middle of the bar, have this conversation.
I'll listen whatever direction they're in.
Can you picture a bar for me right now? There's stools in front of the bar.
Yes.
They're sitting in the middle two seats.
Okay.
There's two chairs off to the human's left and two chairs off to the...
Oh!
Yeah, there you go.
I'll sit to the left then.
All right. The half-elf paladin is going to make a holy shit. He notices you walking up. I rolled a fucking 20. Holy shit. Hello there, friend. What brings you here? And the human's gonna turn to look in his direction and notice you.
Oh, I'm just a wanderer.
A wanderer, you say? Well, you can't fool me. He's gonna look at you really funny. He's like, obviously you're an adventurer. You came here for a reason. Where are you coming from?
I am from a... Well, I do a lot of traveling around, but I'm mainly from a small village up north.
Small village up north, you say? Interesting. Me and my friend here are from separate kingdoms.
At least I used to be.
You used to be. What happened?
When I was younger, my village got destroyed and everyone killed there. But that's what they say. They never found the bodies to any of the people.
Sevnar, that sounds awfully familiar. Doesn't it sound like shut the hell up right now? I want you to roll me a history check for me.
Ooh, 19.
You were traveling through Baldur's Gate one day when you heard about the incident that the human paladin has brought up. The kingdom of Elkwood was raided by a devil cult that opened the first layer of Avernus, and devils flooded into the kingdom. Headlining the entirety of this article you read was Sevnar Sibelis, who lost his family, his wife, and children in the attack. I do not wish to speak of that thing you so fondly like speaking of. He says to the human just, very well, I apologize. So, friendo, where are you headed from here, then? The human says to you.
Oh, I just caught wind that in this direction there may be some
Work?
Information, well, work too, but information regarding the whereabouts of, like, because I still don't know what happened to my family all those years ago, because they vanished, and...
Yeah, that's very strange.
I just heard that in this direction there might, be some information I can obtain that might lead to some whereabouts.
That sounds good. It's always worth it for the coin. You have noticed Volo over in these stalls. What are you planning on doing? He seems to be heading to another table at this point. He seems to be sharing stories of some kind with people.
So, what table is he heading to?
Okay, so he is over in the now southeast table. There. Okay, so looking around, you notice there are seemingly three booths on each side of this tavern. You're sitting in a table that is near a stage. On the other side of the stage, nearing the bar, is another table, and then you have the bar where Kill is now at. Off on the other side, on the right side, there are also three more booths with chairs and a table.
If there's no one nearby, I would like to attempt to move unnoticed to a seat adjust to listen in.
On Volo?
Yes. If he's sharing stories.
Stealth check, yeah.
26.
You sneak up quietly. No one seems to notice you. As you listen in on Volo as he's telling a story about something that happened at Baldur's Gate. Oh, I was at Baldur's Gate the other day, you see, ladies, and these hooligans, these thugs, they came out of nowhere, and they just ran into this man's shop, robbed him blind. Now this folk, I know him. He was an elderly man. The poor guy couldn't even see 3 feet in front of him. It was like, where are the guards when you need them? He's just telling some bullshit story. I want you to roll me an insight check.
Ooh, another 17. That's a 20.
Yeah, this story is complete bullshit. You've been to Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate is flooded with guards. No guards would ever let that happen. He's just trying to woo the ladies, as it is. So, you gonna do anything else?
I will wait for him to end his conversation.
The ladies are gonna giggle and laugh at his jokes he tells after that, and he's going to turn and head towards, he's gonna head towards the bar, having seen that, yes, he's gonna head towards the bar, noticing that there's someone new at the bar now. I'm gonna have to roll a perception check. Oh. No, he failed horribly.
I was gonna say, before he leaves, wearing Cloak and the Hood over, I'm going to get his attention and say, you seem to be knowledgeable. Have you heard anything about Baravia recently?
Oh, dear heavens! Good Lord! What? My dear lady, where did you even come from? You spooked the living daylights out of him.
I've been here the whole time.
Barovia, you say? Barovia, you say, my dear. Yeah. You roll a history check at advantage. That was horrible. Yes, I have heard of Barovia. Some say it is owned by a very powerful overlord, and anyone who goes there has never seen or heard from again.
Yes,
I know about the culture of it. I've never been there myself, because, you go there and no one ever comes back. But I do know...
if no one ever comes back, then how would you know this amount of information?
You hear things in your travels, darling. Obviously, I'm a bard, I travel a lot. You hear a lot of crazy things. Now, the legend has it that a esteemed war general went out there into the land one day, conquered it, and claimed it in the name of his family name. After that, they say some curse fell upon the land, or it's all just, kids' story tales. I'm not sure if it's actually true. Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check if you doubt it.
Well, some of it I might already have heard before.
Yes, you have heard tales of
22.
Yeah. You've heard the bedtime stories that are told to children. In fact, some of them were told to you, and you would know, having experience in your travels, that these statements are in fact true. There's a lot, however, that Volo doesn't know, not having been there. Is there anything else I can do for you, my dear? By the way, what are you? He doesn't seem to know what race you are. He's looking you over. He's like, I've never seen you before. What even are you, my dear?
Pulling down there a little bit more. I am not a...
Okay, I'm sorry. Are you taking more of a humanoid shape, or are you just letting it...
They are in a more of a humanoid shape at the moment.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it so that it's harder for them to figure out what I am, unless they can see their form.
What are you to who are you? I've never seen you around these parts, my dear. Who are you?
I am simply new to this town. I'm just asking questions about local legends.
All right, very well then. If you ever have any more questions, I shall be here for a small amount of time. I do have to make my way out of the tavern eventually. He's going to continue heading over to the bar. We're going to switch over to Dart again. This human monk. Oh, yes, my apologies, friend. My name is Nikolai Bichevsky. I am a monk. I kind of got kicked out of monastery, though.
I couldn't imagine why.
You know how monks are. They teach you to drink and fight, and then they kick you out. That's how they go. Roll an insight check for me. I'm going to roll deception. What is this?
20.
Yeah, you can definitely tell. Smell bullshit. Something doesn't add up about a story.
Yeah, she doesn't care about that, though.
Judged on what you can see, you think possibly too much booze was involved.
Well, I'm sure there could have been no reason why they would ever throw out such a...
Fine gentleman of myself, no?
Just looks at the fucking barbarian. Sure.
Barbarian just like shaking his head with his hand on his face. Name Bear.
Are y'all traveling together?
No, friend, I am not traveling with big muscle man over here. I come from Baldur's Gate, trying to make business.
Of course.
I sell my own brand of booze. It hasn't been going so well. I'm still learning.
And where are you heading, my strong fellow, looking at the barbarian?
Baroth head where Baroth go.
No.
You get the sense his name is Baroth.
Yeah, obviously. So, neither of you know more about this Barovia? What was it? Barovia place?
No, unfortunately, no. I think maybe funny man with mustache might know more. He talks a lot. And then Baroth is gonna slap his face like that. Stupid man.
Don't be too hard on him, big guy. I'm sure he won't last much longer. Looks at all the drinks he's drinking.
I'm gonna roll him a con save. Okay, yeah, he's good. He's fucking good.
Anyway,
he sits up a little traitor.
So where's the funny man with the mustache?
Oh, he headed over to bar over there. He said he was talking to lady with hood over near stage a moment ago. Couldn't hear a conversation. Too busy talking to pretty lady here.
Oh, pretty lady, huh?
Yes, you are very beautiful, darling. You look like my third ex-wife. She was beautiful. That she was. He's gonna take another sip as he's gonna make another con save. Okay, he's looking a little worse now. Just starts with a little over the table.
I thank you for the information,
yes.
As well as the pleasant company. Looks at the barbarian with a look of "I feel sorry for you."
Barbarian just nods at you. You can tell your facial expression says it all.
And I'm gonna move on to find the pretty lady with the next to the mustache guy.
One more con save. Oh my god, he's rolling like a god today. Jesus. Yeah, okay, so you're gonna go over to the man with the mustache who is Volo. You would know it's Volo he was talking about.
Yeah. I
He's now sitting in the bar with the two paladin. We're gonna go back to you, Kill, and I'm gonna have you jump in on their conversation. Sky, what are you doing right now? You notice everybody seems to be convening at the bar now.
I do not know how my character would react necessarily to paladins, given their type of reputation or job. But,
okay.
Given
flicker of bunny ears for some reason.
As you're walking away from the table, you notice Nikolai go to the barrel. He's like, did she have bunny ears? So as you guys make your way over to the table, the two paladins. The half-elf is going to notice Volo and go, great, not this guy again. Oh, yes, my boy. I have heard from one patron that they are looking into the means of Barovia. Does anyone here know anything about Barovia? Human paladin is going to make a history check. Only what they've told me in the kids' tales. It seems like a fairy tale now, more than you think of it, or something to keep kids in line. Sefnar is going to make us... Oh, God, Barovia, you say? Barovia. You mean the cursed land owned by a vampire? And where in goodness gracious did you hear that, Sevnar? You know, when you study devils, you kind of get into things that you don't expect to.
You see things.
In my studies, I came across a man named Strahd, apparently who had become a vampire. They refer to him as the Devil Strahd. Apparently he's claimed the entire land, and there has been a curse placed upon the place. So does this mean the rumors are true? The human paladin says. Your guess is as good as mine.
Barovia, you say?
Yes, Barovia. He's going to turn and notice you.
Everyone failed to notice there is a walking canine, automaton canine.
They didn't fail. They didn't fail. No one failed. Everyone heard the mechanical bark and just turned to your machine. Oh, an artificer. Very interesting. Welcome. Come, have a drink. Yeah, the half-elf paladin doesn't take any, give you a second glance, but the human paladin's just like, yes, come have a drink with us. Does she have bunny ears?
Flicks a bunny ear at him.
Oh, yes. I am unsure of all of the rumors you have heard. As Volo is talking, all the lights in the tavern go out.
What?
And a blue, eerie mist starts surrounding the entirety of this tavern. And a man, as the lights come back on, a man comes back into the tavern, and he doesn't seem to be dressed as if he's from here. He seems to be in robes or with a head wrap and all kinds of crazy clothes that you haven't seen from around here before. He's going to walk up to you, Yami. He's going to hand you a letter. The burgomaster wishes to speak with you. And then he is going to abruptly turn and leave. As the lights then turn back on, but the mist doesn't seem to drop in any way, shape, or form from the tavern. What in that? God's name is going on in here.
Burger Master? Is this some sort of food guy?
Never mind, the human paladin doesn't understand. Yes, a burgomaster. Sevenar speaks up. A burgomaster is basically the owner of a small town, or keep, if you will.
Don't know why they associate it to burgers as a food, but okay.
That's not how it's spelled, but to each their own, I guess. Are we going to read the letter he gave you? Seems important.
Sure.
All right, as you open the letter, I have to read it to you because I can't send it to you at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
The letter reads, Hail thee of might and valor. I, the burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair. My adopted daughter, the fair Irina Corleana, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. Now, my dear Irina languishes in unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves, and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth untapped in this community. Return for your reward after we are all departed for a better life. Koliana Indirovich, Burgomaster.
Okay, I read this out loud. Huh. This guy's very fan with this letter. What's this about saving the world? I don't care about that. There's money, however. Also, new land has new opportunities for advancement for Baby. Mechanical bark. The Steel Defender's name is
what
Baby.
What are you doing? This man just walked in and out, handed, all right. So you noticed all of this, Sky. Are you going to move any closer to the bar now? People seem to be pondering over this letter that was just handed to them.
Yes.
I'm going to say this right now. You recognize the symbol on the envelope.
I look around. Well,
Not you, Yami. Eileen notices the symbol.
Helena.
Kill. What's your reaction to all of this?
I've sort of been minding my own business, but I've been listening in. But
all right.
Observer, but I'm just thinking to myself essentially, it seems interesting.
Something's afoot here. I can't place my finger on it. Sevnar says as he's looking at the letter you're holding. I don't like it either. Something evil is definitely afoot out here.
Well, I could care less about the whole saving the world thing. There's gold in it for me. And advancements for baby here.
You notice the human paladin give you a curious look. I suppose if that's all you're interested in. I myself have more noble options.
Well, you're a paladin. That's to be expected.
Do not assume all paladins work for justice. You notice the big barbarian half-giant. He's 9 feet tall, and he slightly shakes the ground as he's walking towards you. What fancy note?
Adventure.
Adventure? Money?
And gold.
Baroth like gold. Oh, yes, you've met Baroth. Great. Hello, big guy.
He was, sharing conversation with a monk.
Oh, you mean Nikolai, that drunk beat.
So I look around, it's like, all right, you know what? I know I can't do this alone. Who wants to join me for a little adventure?
All right. Well, none of us are really taking up our time. We just have to stop by our kingdom, if you will. And in some cases, a cave. Isn't that right, big guy? Baroth have cave. You keep things in.
What are the names of the paladins?
You learn from the half-elf that the human paladin's name is Sir Guy, and he holds a very noble title. The half-elf paladin's name is Sevnar Sibelius, and Baroth's just Baroth.
I would prefer Sir Gillis.
For me to go with you? The human paladin looks up.
You seem to be knowledgeable about this. You seem to be a bit more knowledgeable about this than some of the other people.
Oh, the human. Yes, you're to stay here while I head out with these people. This place could be very dangerous, and I'd rather not lose you as my squire. Then you notice around the bar, the corner of the bar, is a orange-haired, like, mid-20s man wearing gold and blue, the colors of, you suppose, his kingdom. Yes, sire, I shall stay here and watch over the horses while you are gone. Very well, then. Well, friend, where are we off to?
I was gonna say, unless Yami or Kill would have anything else to say.
You're not sure, but by the sounds of it, a lot.
It doesn't say an exact amount, but normally, if this guy is some sort of lord of some keep or land, there's quite a bit of gold if he's offering the destruction of a monster who harmed his wife, or daughter, or this lady friend of his.
I believe the note said his daughter.
His daughter, yes, this daughter. Looks at the note again.
Yeah, but like...
My adopted daughter, yes.
It's weird to me that if he really needed our help, why did he send a misty cloaked figure here to talk to us?
Honestly,
go ahead. Sorry.
I've heard of Stranger. After all, you should hear half the stories that come out of Baldur's Gate.
Oh, I agree, friend. I've been to Baldur's Gate. I can relate.
I mean, we can start. We can go into this, but we have to be cautious because something to me just didn't seem right about, just a random guy with Misty, just randomly showing up and handing you a letter from somebody else.
Oh, come now. It was just a parlor trick. Baby here can do the same thing. And just, if I give her the correct chemicals, and she can breathe out the same gas.
Yes, your machines are quite incredible, I must say. Nothing I've ever seen.
Mechanical bark.
Very well done, friend. What do you suggest we do?
I should have asked this earlier, but would it be too late to ask about it?
Ask about what?
I have primal awareness. I can tell whenever one of my favorite enemies is within...
Your favorite enemy is anything, right? Anything undead, I think it was, right?
Undead and humanoid.
What's the range on that?
I am double checking. It is within 5 miles.
Oh, God.
5 miles? Yes, you sense 4 headed to the bar.
Undead?
Not undead.
Oh.
Do you tell everybody else?
Something is headed to the bar.
And as she says this, the doors to the tavern swing open violently as a giant goblin walks in. Kill them and take all the goddamn money! The boss of the goblins walks in with 3 others.
Explain.
Okay, and everybody, I want you to roll initiative as these 4 goblins walk into
We did. I'm writing out initiative for you.
Before the goblins break in, Yami, you notice fucking Nikolai finally cave and just whack out on the table.
Yeah, we're taking the barbarian with us.
So, I have a 24.
24?
24. Alien has a 24. Yami has a 20. Alice has an 8. I also have an ability.
I'll roll for Sir Guy, you took the human paladin.
If everyone is okay with that. Aileen, a 24. Yami, a 20. Alice, a 8.
Slow down. Eileen, a...
Before the battle begins, right when he yells that, I'm gonna take a quick action and slap the paladin's back. The paladin has a level 1 enchantment due to Artificer called Heroism.
Sergei rolled a natural 20 initiative. The initiative is +2, so he has a 22 total. All right, and the order goes. Eileen, you're up first.
Pull my longbow and shoot. I will take out the one off to the right.
To the right.
Starting for a headshot.
Roll to hit.
27 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Then that is 11 piercing damage.
You eviscerate this goblin. It goes straight through his heart and out of his back, and he just tumbles to the floor. Poor guy, he's gonna go straight for the goblin boss and make an attack with his greatsword. 14 to hit. He's gonna just barely miss as the goblin boss ducks underneath it. Aha! Fucking can't even hit me! Goodness, these little cretins are annoying.
So targeting the
Goblin boss and Goblin 1 and 2 haven't made their turn yet.
I will use a bonus action. I will activate Ensnaring Shot, and I will target the goblin boss. Okay, that is a 26 to hit. I will, it must succeed a strength saving throw, or it is restrained. 13.
He passes.
Unfortunate.
You got 14. All right. He's looking hurt, but not too badly.
I will jump onto the other side of the bar and take cover.
Yami, you are up.
So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm going to use a movement and pull out my gun and take a shot at the guy with the arrow out of him.
Okay, the goblin boss?
That is a 22.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
I did 4 damage.
Did you roll minimal?
Yes, I rolled a 1 on damage. Out of a 1d10 with a +3 on damage.
Okay, and now is that all for you?
No, because in comes a force-empowered Rend as my steel defender, barking like a mad bat out of hell, attacks one of the other goblins.
Okay,
at the side.
Roll to hit.
18 +6 is 19.
That hits.
Okay, I gotta roll 2d8. 8 + 2, so 10.
Your steel defender bites into this goblin's neck and rips his fucking throat out. He just dies, fucking bleeding all over the floor.
Right above its head, as it looks at the next goblin, a pop-up window appears above it. Rip and tear.
Goblin boss is up next. He's gonna take an attack at Sergei and fucking miss horribly. It slashes across his chain shirt and doesn't do anything. Then he's gonna disengage and run behind a booth, taking cover. The goblin off to his left, the only one left, honestly, besides him, is going to shoot an arrow at Yami.
I am half covered.
Yeah, he rolled a 5. He hits the bar. He's going to then hide, and he's not going to do too well. He's going to jump into one of the stalls. What's everybody's passive perception?
15.
14.
Yeah, Eileen,
No,
you saw him do that.
I saw him do what?
And so did Yami.
Kill what
what's
did you
your
say?
passive perception?
Yeah, 13.
Sergei didn't witness him do it.
So what did he do?
And neither did Kill.
So we don't know where that other...
You don't know where that goblin went.
Can I use
You
a
didn't
bonus
see him hide.
action?
You can run up and make a perception check, sure.
Well, I have an ability called Eye for Detail, which will make a perception check to spot a hidden creature or object, or make an investigation check to uncover or decipher clues. So,
is that an action, a bonus action?
It is a
or
bonus action.
Okay, you can run up and do that then.
So do I need to roll something?
Yeah, roll a d20 for me and add your perception to it.
18.
Yeah, you see him. He's hiding under a table. He's giving you the middle finger. Fuck you, asshole!
Okay, Kill, in order to block your sneak
turn,
attack...
so you have an action left. What are you going to do with it?
In order to enable your sneak attack, you need to have advantage, which means you could go to the other side of the goblin boss, in which you would be,
Oh, he's a rogue, right.
Yeah, in which case you would be, what's the word?
Yeah, I'll do that.
If you're on the other side of the goblin boss, you get advantage, that means that'll proc your sneak attack.
Well, I discovered where the other...
His eye is standing in between the goblin boss and the goblin hiding under the table, by the doors.
Okay, so we'll go behind the goblin boss, like you said, because I need the advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Now you guys know where that other goblin
He's
is
over
at.
in the corner booth.
Yeah, yes.
You're 5 feet. Yeah, he's 5 feet away from an ally. So go ahead and make a sneak attack.
Yeah, you can.
Attack.
So 17 piercing in total.
All right, how do you want to kill the goblin boss? You're stabbed him in the neck.
From now on, we'll do it. We'll do it right. But...
The other goblin is off to Sir Guy's right.
Well, since I noticed him with my bonus action earlier, I'm just gonna say like, hey, can I just yell to my team like, hey?
Yes, I will allow a free action of letting your allies know he is there.
Yeah.
As now Sir Guy notices him now. All right, Goblin Boss is dead. Aline, you're up, top of initiative.
Popping back out from cover, like not jumping up. But I'm gonna
behind cover behind one of the booths, right?
Yeah, and then I'll stand back up and take aim and fire.
All right.
As this creature's already made a turn initiative. I've already had my turn, so I don't get that.
Okay.
Sorry. So I only get to roll one.
All right.
That was a 24 hit.
Yes.
All right. They are a favorite enemy. I get my +2.
He's probably fucking dead.
That is 8 damage.
He's dead. How do you want to kill this goblin?
I fire an arrow straight through its head, pinning it to the floor.
Nice. Yeah, the arrow goes straight through its head and pins him to the wall, and his body just hangs limp from the wall. As now you guys are out of initiative.
I'm gonna need to collect my arrows.
All right, you do that. Does anyone want to search the goblin's body?
Yeah, I'll search
the
goblin.
Yeah, sure.
I'll search the goblin.
You'll search the what? The boss?
Yeah. Well, what do I need to
roll me an investigation check?
Ooh, I've got a really good for this. Give me a second. 18.
18, you find 5 gold, 3 silver, and 2 copper on him.
Ooh, I get to add stuff to my...
Money, you do, yeah.
Okay.
And then we will check the other goblins.
What was everything
I'm gonna
that
be
I
honest
got?
with you guys fared a lot better than my level 1 party. My level 1 party nearly got TPK'd.
To be fair, we are a level 3 party.
That is true.
How much
I should have made it a little harder.
Did I find, please?
I underestimated all of you.
Well, it's not that different from Baldur's Gate, so I got at least a little bit of insight of what I'm doing.
Yeah. How much gold did Kill get?
5 gold, 3 silver, and 2 copper.
Okay. Me and Sky will search the other 2 goblins.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Yeah, I figured I had to roll bad sometime. I got 11.
Really?
11? You
6.
don't find much on this goblin. You find a toe. Where did that come
What?
from? You found a human toe. You don't even know how he... But besides that, you found 2 copper.
Okay.
I rolled a 6.
2 copper. Who did?
I did. Yummy.
Okay, then who was... Okay, Sky was the one who found a human toe. Okay. You rolled a 6?
Yeah.
You find a finger.
Stares at the finger. Feeds at the dog.
Well, I mean, they are goblins. What do you expect them to be eating?
I'm
or
just
doing?
gonna kick the fucking goblin. Piece of shit.
You kick his body, and it just slightly slides across the floor in the pool of blood he now lays in. Yeah, apparently they're not very bright. As Sir Guy is going to investigate with a natural 20, he finds it's a spinel. It's not. Yeah, apparently they've been raiding people. Apparently not successfully, though. I'm going to add that to his inventory.
Do you mind if I borrow that? Stares at the
Sure. He's going to hand it to you.
Takes it.
And add noble to your inventory. All right. As the barmaiden who hid behind the bar and all the rest of the patrons seem to pop their heads out and go, "Is it over?"
The goblins are no more.
As you guys look over, you see Nikolai drooling in his puddle of punches in his puddle. Well, I suppose we should be going then. I want everybody to roll a perception check for me.
24.
15.
Okay. Okay. Everybody notices that the fog has not moved back at all. It's still sitting at the not encroaching on the tavern itself. It's just sitting there. It's thick. It's almost moving slightly.
What did I tell you? The fog is still here.
Well, curious indeed.
Can I make a nature check on it?
But you can. It's a little hot in here. What was that?
Can I make a nature check on it?
Yes.
Now 1. Never mind. I thought it was a 1. No, it's a 7. I got a 9.
And all of a sudden, your eyes just go black for a minute. You're like, "What the fuck? I can't see." Oh.
So, a 9 is what I got.
I'm gonna have my paladin roll. It doesn't seem like it's any mist I've ever seen before. Well, I mean, we do have to leave the tavern at some point. What say you all?
I suppose so.
I suppose your friend in the hood over there is coming with us? He's talking to Aileen, almost like Alien. Well, shall we go? Into the great unknown, as they say?
Yes.
All right, I guess your guy is going to lead the charge into the fog outside.
I kind of just want him to be like one of those stereotypical, like, yeah, we're going to do this.
Chad?
Like Prince Charming from Shrek.
I want you to roll an insight check for me, Gil.
Insight check. Alright, rolling now. Oh god, that was terrible.
What was it?
4?
4? Ooh, with a 4. Hold on, I gotta figure this out.
Yeah, that was a terrible
You
roll.
get the idea in your head, he's a pompous fucking rich asshole. Just for no reason at all. You're just all of a sudden seething with rage, not understanding it all.
I mean, okay, I'll just save that for later if he just asks why. I kind of can tie that into my backstory, so.
I feel like I played that out wrong. I apologize. Insight's not my greatest, determination.
It's fine.
He's like, sorry about the whole visual thing, my guys. I will be buying the modules today. I just wanted to do this one segment. I know that Sky wasn't ready for the encounter.
I had prepared the undead one.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I thought about using those, but I was like, you know what? It just doesn't. I don't know. I didn't think it would be enough of a challenge, or not too much of a challenge. It's like
if anything, mine would have been too much of a challenge.
I feel okay. So
because I made it. I scaled mine for 4 level 3s, and it was a medium difficulty.
On Gryffindor, we win. Oh, and plus my stealth and investigation checks are doubled, it says, because I got an expertise in those.
Expertise. Yeah, that just means that you double your proficiency bonus on them, which means that let me check.
So, if I roll an investigation and I get let's say I'm doing it right now, like this, it would be double that.
No. So, you notice how you have the circle with another circle around it? So that means you have investigation. If you look, your score on that one is higher than all of the other ones that use intelligence. That is because that one has a doubled proficiency bonus on it. So it's already set up.
Okay, so
set
it
up
already
to
added
be the right
everything
number.
together.
Yeah. It already added everything together.
Interesting.
Okay. So as you notice, Yami, the paladin seems to be heading out towards the fog. What are you guys doing? You gonna follow him?
Yeah, I'm looking for something very specific, real quick.
Okay.
Give me a minute. I'm having very high levels of difficulty finding it for some fucking reason.
Are we looking for something in particular then?
Yes, it has to do with the opal.
It has to do with what?
The opal I was just given. There's a reason I wanted this opal.
It was a spinel, but yeah.
A spinel? Not an opal?
I think I gave you too high a gold value on that one. That's why I changed it to a spinel. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
So fucking close.
I apologize. I am devil. I'm sending. Oh wait, no, that's not the right one.
You said what?
I'm sending you my Knack to Explore ability to see if this will come in handy here.
A little weird and wonky. I will try to figure out Roll20 this week and try to get all the things set up for it. So you guys head into the fog?
Yeah.
All right. Head into this fog. It envelops you. It almost shifts around your body as if encompassing it in it. And the floor starts to fade away from you. Soon, The fog comes back, but it's not the same feeling of the ground you were standing on. The fog then backs out, as if revealing to you a tent you are now standing in, where an old lady is sitting at a table and she's got a crystal ball. She's looking at you all almost as if she has expected you. Ah, yes. Yami, the artificer. Eileen, the ranger. Alice, the sneaky rogue. I have expected all of you. You come to my land, not knowing how you got here, I assume. And then she looks at the paladin. Ah, yes, Sir Guy, the noble knight himself. You seek to kill a great warlock, do you not? Sir Guy seems surprised by this. How do you know this? Are you a hag? No hag am I, sir. I am merely a fortune teller. Now tell me, do you all wish to have your fortunes told today?
I would be weary about a person who suddenly transports us to them, and...
How do you know that I'm... As if reading your mind. She sits here and messages you. In your head, you hear, I was not the one to travel you here, my dear. It is not of my power to do so. I mean, I am all for a fortune telling. If worst comes to where, she'll tell us we're gonna die. I see no harm in it.
After you.
All right, and as you guys walk up to the round table covered in a red velvet cloth, she starts waving her hands as two decks of cards fly into both of them. Now, my dear, I shall start. My predictions are never wrong, mind you, so there's no need to worry. If they will come true, I am not a hack, my dear. As she's going to wave her hand again, and 5 cards, seemingly, place themselves. She's going to point to the first card. This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. She's going to wave her hand as the card flips over. The Avenger. The treasure lies in the dragon's house, in hands once clean and now corrupted. She points to the second card up here. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. As once again, she waves her hand and the card flips over. The Abjurer. I see a fallen house, guarded by a great stone dragon. Look to the highest peak. The third card she points to. This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. Once again, she waves her hand and the card flips over. Healer. Look to the west. Find a pool blessed by the light of the white sun. She points to the fourth card. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. She waves her hand. The horseman. If you will, please. I see a dead man of noble birth, guarded by his widow. Return life to the dead man's corpse. And he will be your staunch ally. The final card. She points to this card and she starts telling you all. Your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose power are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. He lurks in the depths of darkness, in the one place to which he must return. Now that I have seen all of your futures, please, go. I must rest. She waves away as you guys turn around to see that the fog is just at the very entrance of her tent.
And right when she does that, everyone hears some sort of magical ping, like a hammer hitting an anvil. There is now a mechanical bird with the same material that looks like the spindle. She now has a small mechanical bird on her shoulder.
The guy is going to leave the tent, hopefully leading all of you out of it as well. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Sure.
As you guys enter the fog again, it envelops you all once again as the ground falls away. And yet again, another ground, but this one also different from the last. As it then expands, you guys start to see, out of the fog, 2 children. And ladies and gentlemen, that is where we're going to call it for today.